Welcome back to another Cinema Talks video, and today we are less than 2 weeks from Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2, and we just got some insane new news. So Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2 is now fully done and ready to publish as listed by Ross Duffer. So Ross Duffer just made a post online that we're going to be breaking down today because it shares some insane new details for Volume 2. So comment down some of your guys' predictions for Volume 2 and what you guys think might go down. He posted 3 videos, with each of them being the title cards for episodes 5, 6, and 7. But the caption to these posts are filled with a lot of new information for episodes 5, 6, and 7. Starting with episode 5, Shock Jock, he says it picks up moments after the end of episode 4, Sorcerer. And that does make sense because we did get this image from a magazine showing Will, Mike, and Joyce, which looked to be right after the end of episode 4. So maybe Vecna is coming back through that gate to cause some more action or to maybe even take over Will because we don't really know much about what could happen here. He also says that Frank Darabont is back to direct episode 5, and this time he gets to flex some different muscles, and he says that this episode is far darker and far scarier than the Turnbow Trap. So my immediate thought is, what is going to happen in this episode that is scarier and darker? They could definitely explore some of Henry's traumatic backstory and maybe his relationship with the Mind Flayer. Or they could show the kids that Vecna had taken and go darker with that. But I think that we will probably see more of Henry's past in this episode. Maybe like that Will can tap into Vecna's mind, that Vecna can do the same back to Will and basically take control of him. Then he goes on to talk about episode 6, Escape from Camazotz, and Ross describes this episode as the biggest episode of Volume 2, and that the performances make him cry every time they watch it. To me, this means that the episode Escape from Camazotz will have an insane scene. I think that this could be an insane sequence where Max and Holly are escaping Henry's mind prison, aka Camazotz, while on the right side up, Lucas is running through the hospital with Max's body in a coma. So maybe this sad emotional scene is a reunion between Max and Lucas that is going to break all of our hearts. But something big that could happen in this episode is when we see a big explosion above Hawkins' lab in the Upside Down. So I just feel that this could happen in this episode. Maybe the emotional scene that they could be talking about is when Dustin and Steve make amends and have a heart-to-heart moment in Hawkins' lab. This could also be referring to Nancy and Jonathan having this sweet couple moment, which could even involve an engagement or proposal, but I feel like this might not be the best time. But overall, the name Escape from Camazotz just really excites me, and this could be one of the best episodes of the show. But now, the final episode of Volume 2, titled The Bridge, has been teased to be potentially an insane episode. So this is now the second to last episode of the entire show, and Ross says that the episode is going to be both co-directed by the Duffer Brothers and Shawn Levy, which is the first for the series. And he goes on to say that he doesn't want to say too much, but aside from the final, this is the most emotional chapter of the season. So all I need to know is what is so emotional that's going to happen in this episode. Now, I don't want to think this, but I think that this might be referring to a character death, and nobody knows who, but the stakes will be high in this episode. I mean, they are setting up the final episode to the entire show, so the stakes are going to be crazy. But to throw in a character death in this episode would be insane because that would be just what everyone is thinking in the show in the finale. And if someone goes, the characters will definitely want revenge in the final against Vecna to beat him overall. Then Ross ends it by saying it's going to be a long 6-day wait for the final, which to me implies that the end of episode 7 will be an insane cliffhanger, probably the biggest cliffhanger of the show. I mean, there's only 6 days between the end of Volume 2 and the final of Stranger Things. Maybe someone will even die at the end of episode 7, and that would cause an insane cliffhanger for the finale. I just feel like the Duffer Brothers could do that going into the finale. But I am so excited to see Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2, and we are almost there. But at the end of the caption, he lets us know that the runtimes are coming soon, but we know that the finale will be about 2 hours and 5 minutes, so that is already confirmed because the finale will be playing in theaters. So let me know what you guys think about this news, and if you guys are excited to watch Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.